to treat your customer with what? With humility. I look forward to a day where some of your customers say, I don't even like this Dr. Steven of yours, but I like you. I like you. I'll buy from you. That's the way it should be. People should be able to say, I'm not sure I like your boss, but I like you. How about that? But I like you. And one of the things that will help that is what? Is the humility you carry. Because some things I cannot take. You can take now. No be so? True of us. There's some insults I can't take with all due respect. But can you take or you don't take out? Right? Because life is in phases, men are in sizes. 2P you cannot afford to have poverty and pride. If you are going to be proud, have money. You're laughing. It's true. To combine poverty and pride together, so it's recipe for disaster. You can't have it. Please don't. Don't have it. If you don't have money, just be doing like this and God will lift you up. Very important. Humility. To rise, to grow the business. You must master. And humility goes beyond just the physical prostration and using Sapphire. It's also the heart. Willingness to be one of my biggest strengths. I'm a teachable person. So I don't care where it's coming from. If I see you do something and I like it, if you call myself your mentor, I'll pick it. Right there, I'm telling my people, this my mentee is doing this thing, is right. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go do one. I'm saying no, but I taught him, he learned from me. Some of my mentees are making more money than I do right now. And I'm happy, I'm glad. It doesn't bother me. Because I'm happy. It's the job of by rule, every mentee supposed to be bigger than their mentor. Like Bishop Oyeko always tell us, all of you will be bigger than me. Where I stop is where you are starting. So you can't be big, you can't be great. It's a choice. Okay, I'm going to stop here. You got value today. I wish you. You are welcome. Abuja. Who's excited in Abuja here? Right? This year is going to be your best year. Right? You'll make the kind of sale you've never made before. I see somebody here getting commission to the tune of over 100 million. I thought I'd hear loud that Absolutely, and it's doable. Just put these things to work and start immediately. Start immediately, not later. Start work fast. Begin to put these things to work ASAP. Today, we are here, and this is the best land to sell. If you're going to sell this, one of your major key emphasis is that good news, we started fence work. Right? So you want to go to where the block are, you want to talk. You want to go to the express and say, we're here in a third road, it's peaceful. Even the police checkpoint there, it's marketing too. Is what? Is what? You tell them, see, that's police checkpoint, see our land. Safe, no issue. Right? So you have what it takes to sell this. I'm giving, you'll be glad to know, ₦1 million to 4 people who are the first to make a sale in the next 72 hours. You have a good video, your video led to you selling. You get, aside commission, I will give 10% commission, but you still get ₦1 million, and you put that into advert. Then we'll link you with our advert specialist, and we'll teach you how to run adverts with that ₦1 million. And if you run ₦1 million advert, how much sale do you think will come out of that? So you see that when I say some of you make $1 million, $100 million in commission this year, it's doable. Very doable. So who's ready? No, your energy doesn't sound like you're ready. Stay calm, still talking gently. Who is ready? Okay, beautiful. So we're gonna have a great time. I hope you shoot beautiful content and have a great time. So they're going to give you all the details about the land. and the pricing and all the offers we have. I think there are some brochures as well. I hope you get them so that you have all the detail of other lands we have. I don't know if you are willing to still come tomorrow or we should cancel tomorrow. You're willing to still come tomorrow? Are you sure? If you're willing, I'll come. Right? But if you are tired, I will leave. So which one? Huh? Are you sure? Very, very sure. You are bringing more people tomorrow. Beautiful. Yes, and I think you should come with more people. Right? Come with your friends, come with a few people tomorrow. And let's even have a more bigger, compact house. So we'll meet again at Airport Road, Jasper Estate. And then we'll go to our estate in Kuje tomorrow, by God's grace. And I'll be there to train you, and our team will take you again to the site and you do videos. There's nothing as powerful as doing site video, right? When clients want to start doing some rejections, I've been there, sir. I've been there. Right? I have never, to be honest with you, had one client that needs to go to site to pay me. And thank God I did my business that way. I built my brand that way, because if that was the case, I would not have sold in Dubai. Because 100% of my clients that bought from me in Dubai never saw it. It was just the video I did. And the video was the model. Because remember, we're selling off-plan in Dubai. Right? It was the model. But because I've been used to selling here in Nigeria, right? So all this one I say, the client said they must see the land. You know what the client has said there? What has the client said? Eh? I don't trust you. Right? You're a liar. Let me see first. That's what you mean. So from day one, I used to be very angry when the customer says, I want to see the line. In fact, it's usually the reason why I won't show them the line. I will tell them straight up. I said, first of all, if you don't trust us, that's fine. You can Google my name. And I started this from the days of bulk SMS. Even before real estate. I said, do you know Google? So yeah. So Google the name Stephen Akinta. If you like what you see, call me back. Again. Right? Aura for aura. So if you like what you see, call me back. But don't insult me with that. I need to see, because obviously what you are saying is that you don't trust me. And I've built a reputation over time, right? Over the years. And I think my name should speak for me, right? I wish you all the best. That's how I would do it. We're starting China, our business in China. We're going to be selling electric, solar, electric cars, electric bicycle, and all of that in China. I promise you, right, till we do our first $5 million, every customer will pay before they see their product. They will pay. So when you ask someone, how do you get money? Sir, it's prepaid. I told them yesterday, it's prepaid. I build my brand in a way that the customer is willing to pay before they get what I am selling. That becomes the funding. Does that make sense at all? Rather than, oh, I must see it. If I don't see it, it's okay. It's okay if you don't. And you know what I now do? I make sure, and that's why I'm saying, and that's why I was telling Farouk the need for them to have, invested in projecting this event. I make sure that you doubted me, when we now eventually deliver, what happened? I'll push the information everywhere now. So yes, see us delivering. Some people didn't believe us. I will say it too. They refused to invest when we told them. And I will also make sure I punish you by how the price will have gone up. So you are waiting for it to be ready, and you pay more. That's how we do it. And so what happened over time, people now start saying, look, if he tells you will do something, you will do it. Just go and do business. That's how you build a brand. Okay, let's put our hands together for Mr. Ike now. Let's see.
All right, thank you, sir. If you're excited, please, Doctor, round of applause and say thank you, sir. We love you. All right, thank you, sir. We appreciate you. So We've had enough from the eagle, and the hour has come to practicalize what we've been taught since morning. In fact, it's almost 4 hours. Yes, and it's really worth it. So as you can see, we are circulating our flyers, and note that these flyers are being updated as we progress, right? These flyers are being updated as we progress. So for further inquiries, you can also reach out to us. But at least this can give you a very guideline to what you want. So quickly, we'll be going straight to the features of this estate. I've also dropped it. If you're not in the Abuja inspection WhatsApp group, please endeavor to join. I've dropped the flyer there. If you can just go to the group now, I've dropped the flyer that I'm about to talk about. So for the futures, the nearest landmarks, yeah, is coming. So the nearest landmarks to this estate, the first is the University of Abuja Mini Estate, but I'll start by reminding us that you are in Sapphire City Estate, Gwagwalada. Sapphire City Estate, Gwagwalada. So what are the landmarks? We have the University of Abuja Mini Campus, University of Abuja Teaching Hospital, Nigeria Immigration Service, National Missionary Seminary. We have the Skylark Pharmacy, the popular city marks over there, then School of the Gifted. Now, this is what we structured officially as a marketer, as a realtor, as a consultant. As you are driving out, you can get some other landmarks. It's not necessarily that it will be on the flyer. As you communicate with your clients, you cannot be talking about those landmarks, right? It's very important that it doesn't just end there. As you are driving out, please take note of those landmarks. Now let's go straight to the prices as we go back to. Now for the prices, we have 3 different categories. The first category is the mini estates. Mini estate is when you are buying 1 acre and above. And 1 acre is minimum 6 plots. 6 plots makes an acre. And that is what we call mini estate, such that an investor can buy a mini estate and name it what he likes in this same estate. Mini estate inside this estate, starting from 6 plots and above. So that costs for 6.5 million naira per plot. So when you multiply it by 6, it will give you the total. Please can someone multiply 6.5 by 6? 6.5 million naira per plot for 39 million. So that is 39 million naira you are selling for mini estates. Outright. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I said it before we start that this flyer there's an error. I will come back to that. Let us, if you go to the WhatsApp group, I've dropped this one, I'm quoting it now. You cannot get, I'll come and add you, don't worry. How many of you on the WhatsApp group? Okay, can see them. So, no. Abuja inspection. Don't worry, we'll add you, that's not an issue. We are from a first day. So let's just go back to, we've talked about the mini estate, which is 6 plots and above. Then the second one is outright. If a client wants to buy outright, you all know what it is outright. You are paying outright. So you are buying for 8 million naira per plot. 8 million naira per plot if you are buying outright. You can buy 2 plots, 3 plots, or as long as it's up to 6 plots. 8 million naira per plot. The last but not the least on the category is installment. Installment is when you have an initial deposit and spread the balance between 0 to 3 months. So that's a plot is going for 10 million naira. Yeah. a plot is going for 10 million naira. If you are buying installment, if you are paying installment plan, right? Meaning that you are depositing, if you are going for one plot and you want to pay for 2 3 months, you are paying 10 million naira. So these are the three categories. Another thing is the title document, and it's very important for you to know documents of the property you're selling. Here we have the CFO, Area Council Agis verified, right? So as he explained, we have the phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. So, and we are currently selling. We intentionally did not put phone numbers. My contact is on the WhatsApp group. You can reach out to me. I'm always here to attend to your inquiries. So I will drop this current price list on the group. As we progress, we'll be updating the group. On the group for now, see me after this meeting so we can add you on the group. Thank you. We want to go straight to the next phase, which is the content director, content lecture. All right. So while we wait for that, do we have any questions as regards? We have other estates here, right? Other estates. Okay, go ahead, please.
Again, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jackson, the land surveyor. Good afternoon. My name is Jackson. I'm a land surveyor, and the purpose for coming out here today is to learn about real estate sales. This should be my beginning journey. I want to ask about mandates. Is it necessary if I want to market someone's property to receive their mandates? Maybe as a measure of security or for whatever reason, being a middle person per se, I should receive the mandates of, even if I'm marketing an agent's business or whatsoever. I don't know, I'm trying to learn about mandate because I heard it from someone when I was trying to share some information I got from them.
So I'm trying to understand what you mean by mandate. Are you talking about the policy?
Something like this person has given me authority to market
Okay,
their product.
that's called power of attorney. Yes, that's power of attorney.
As
Yes.
an agent, for an agent, power of attorney given to an agent.
But I think the word is power of attorney. So, yes.
Now, what are you trying to say? You know that under GTEx, as a he has to register on that GTEx. So that if he's marketing any product, he's marketing it as part of GTEx. So that's what he's trying to say. That's what marketing is.
Yes, so, thank you. So, I addressed that here with us in the morning. I addressed that if you are not registered, we have a registration form. You get yourself registered, you have all your details, right? Where you will now be fully onboarded. I'm very sure most of us here are not registered, like certified associates with GTEx and associates, right? That's where you now qualify to enjoy some of the incentives, like all expense paid trip, official cars, not only official cars, cars that you want and all that. This can only be when you are a registered associate. That's why we're here. I'm also going to, but first thing, if you're not on the group, please ensure you're on the group. I will drop the link of being a registered associate with GTEx. You see the form, you fill the form, they will now receive you, the group onboarding. Now there are many benefits of being a qualified, a certified member of the GTEx and associates. I just mentioned you, right? So I will drop the link. Are you on the WhatsApp group? Yeah, I will drop it there. Yeah.
Just to get the background. Thank you, sir. This is, in my, like I said, this is a little journey for me. This is new So, for instance, if I go by and I see a poster, those informations, estate value information, those sellers, and I maybe contact them and ask that, can I help market your property? Is this also something that I can do with them, ask to be recognized by them?
To be officially recognized, you have to be recognized. And that's the essence of this training. It's not, do you know we have other renters in Abuja, but they are not there. We have many renters in Abuja, but you have separated yourself for GTEx organization. And if you any other place, pass on.
Another thing is, can we build our own empire under GTEx as a freelancer or as a realtor, branding with GTEx?
Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. So, we were taught that you are and under a bigger brand, and brand rubs on brand. Many have had testimonials where some persons, associates, writers, sold as a result of snapping with the studio. There was a practical we did last week, and I wish you here. Someone asked a question in Abuja, same meeting. Someone asked a question that the family members are doubting him that he is a realtor. This one, they don't see anything. It's not serious. Sir, how can I convince them? How can I tell them? And there are possibilities that he has big in his family, but they are not taking him serious. This one, that's finished. You asked that question to the doctor. Last week, Saturday, in Abuja. Do you know the answer, doctor? Doctor carried a young man beside you, took a selfie, and doctor was now officially introducing you. Do you know what it is? So with that video, that guy doesn't need any introduction. He did it. That was what I was so amazed. So that answer your question. So the brand of GTEx has worked on that young man's brand. That the family were even trying to kill. So when they see Dr. Stevie or GTEx on me, so that answers the question. Let me pass. Thank you. If it's not there, it's on the other e-flyer. So our standard plot square meter in GTEx is 400 square meters. Standard is 400 square meters. And the reason is that we always like to explain this. The reason is that doctor was explaining to when our engineer started, they did fence. If you watch, they wanted to do fence here, they were digging. So he came. I was privileged to be on site with him here, and he saw it. But what they sold to us was from here, straight down, right? So we wanted to do fence. They started digging from here. If you watch, so when doctor came and said, no, you can't do fence and having the federal pole, car pole inside the estate, right? So that means our fence will go after the. So what now happens? This is very good. We are on site. What now happens from there to here of last second? What now happens to you? Also, what they are saying, they don't tell the road. These are people. If you go straight now, straight down this road, carved out from the same land we sold for us. So these are reasons why we have standardized 400 square meter as a plot, where it will be livable, where it will be accessible to residents in the estate. I hope that answers your question.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mr. Charles. My question is a bit away, but it's still within what we are doing here. So, it's about, like, we are here now, we have just been told the prices of this estate. And in most cases, before you know, prices are reviewed. So, my question is, what are the factors, aside from further development coming close to this place, as a realtor, what are other factors you consider to review your prices upward? That's one. Secondly, About off-plan sales. Okay, if you as a realtor happen to make off-plan sales to some customers, clients, then it happened that maybe you were not able to put up this structure that fast, and along the line, prices of building materials goes up. For you to maintain your integrity before your clients, not to go back and begin to ask for more money, what are you supposed to do? How do you manage such situation?
All right, thank you. I love this question because there are practicals that we face in our company as developers. That will start from the last. So what are we going to do when the cost of the building material goes up? The answer is we go back to the clients to pay more money. Yes, we did it. Now, we are not just going back to them to show them, to extort them. We will show them data. We will show them data. And that works. We did it. No, we listened. Yes. Did you back your claim with data? Do we have there are some factors we cannot influence. We don't have control over. Example, inflation. So he's in Nigeria, you still have to communicate. Doctor was asking someone, what is the inflation rate? Was it the same as at 5 years ago? Doctor has control over it. You want to reply? You want someone want to also ask? Is this interesting?
This is what I've learned from being in the industry development, infrastructure development space. Before you do such, your proposal would have carried all including contingencies. Most developers delay, and that's where it hits them. So in your program planning for execution of your project, you know this is the timeline you want to reach. When you are selling all this, you sell all this to the client. He says this is when this project is supposed to be completed. The amount is paid at 100%. He's based on what you have, the data he's referring to, what you've informed him. If you don't deliver within the time, including the planning that, oh, if I buy rods at this point, this amount in May, by October, this is what I think rod will be selling. These are data. You have to put it in your plan. You have to use it to inform the client. So his 100% is paid. It's paid in terms of rod can sell like this now, but by December, this is how much you pay. You won't have any problem. And you must try to make sure you deliver the project within the stipulated time.
Thank you, thank you. We all hit the net. Okay, yes, review of prices. It is not in the position of realtors to review prices. Yeah, I'm coming. So it is in the position of the developer, the company, and you and I know major factor that causes price increase is development. We didn't start selling this with 6 billion naira. Doctor just mentioned if you were with us at that the first site, when we started selling there was 4 million and there were no structures there. I was privileged to sell in that estate, but I speak to you now, it's almost a 50 million. Even you coming to that site, you will see. So the major factor that influences price is development, either by the developing estate or government. Government can decide to bring some infrastructures here and take it up. But not apart from other factors, but the major one is development that brings about improvement. So thank you. Let's quickly go to the next phase. So we can wrap up. We have a lot of us. Our content creator who will be taking us short reflection on how to make professional videos and what are
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Haruna Aishwala Abdulaziz. I'm a senior photographer student. I'm not here as of my colleague that started here. So let's continue from there. I think I believe we'll talk about frameworks. The main reason for frameworks is let me put it in a simple way. videography, video is just that frame rate. You see 20 frames per second, 30 frame rate, 60 frame rate. It simply means that your phone snaps 50 frame rates in a second, make it sequentially, then add voice to it. That's just what differentiates it from picture. So now, the reason why you choose a bigger frame rate when it comes to a content like this, we'd like to slow the video and post-production. We must achieve such content. So now, if let's assume you take a video of 5 seconds. Now, if you want to slow it down, let's say you want to slow it down by 50%. Now, automatically, 50% of 5% is like 2.5. So now, your video length now is no longer that 5 seconds, it's now 7.5 seconds. Now, what it means is that your frame rate, the pictures you have that form that 1 second clip now, it has expanded. So now, if you don't have enough picture rate, it will not make your video, it will no longer look smooth, it will no longer look professional, it's no longer cinematic. So that's why you need to always choose the bigger frame rate. So, but in a situation, let's say, you know I'm talking now, you don't need to, you are not going to slow it, so you don't need, you can just use the smaller. Then, you have to consider your storage. Because if this thing is very important and my phone is going, like the storage getting full, so I might just choose a lower frame rate, because the higher the frame rate, the higher the space. Then I think the next thing is the lighting. The lighting is very important. There's no photography without light, whether your videography, anything. You must be very conscious of where the light is coming from. Like the sunlight is the best light. As long as you are not using studio, the best light is what you have. So let's say you want to film now, you have to back the light so that it will project the object, not you. So that your camera will get a good shot from it. I think the next thing is the framing. What needs to be on the frame. Because whatsoever you do, that's what people that are not here will definitely see. So you're actually telling a story, what you want them to see. For instance, we have some little portfolio here. It will not be a good one for your business. So you don't need to show that part, even though it's here. But as a storyteller, you have to tell what we sell. So in a frame rate now, we have background, we have middle ground, then we have the foreground. That is what before you. Now, if I'm to film me, like let's say it's another speaker here, and I'm to film. Now, all of us now on different angles, we are on different angles, we are seeing our POV, that is our point of view, are different from this angle. So, as a storyteller, you tell a story in which, like, what will motivate those people from outside. We like to let people know that this is a real guy. Okay, this is view from a distance. That's why we have a drone shot. Then we have 3 types of shots. We have wide angle, we have mid, then we have close up. Now, if I really want I want to say something about you, that person. My frame rate is basically, which is close up. Like, more on you. Then if I want to tell, yes, the focus is on you, then I might choose to come a bit further, showing that there are other people, it's not the idea. Then I can choose to still go from distance, show that it's a large crowd. So it all depends on you. Then before you start filming, you should have an idea of what you want to do. You should have an idea. That will really, really help you for the production and the post-production. Post-production is the editing and every other. But for the if once you have your plan, that okay, I would like to show them the signboard, the road, all the, so even as you are coming now, if you have that in mind, like the checkpoints, you can start filming it, picturing all those, so that at the post-production to sink in. So for the frame rate, is there any question? Okay, there is setting on your phone. Sorry, please. it's not all phone. Some are bigger than, maybe let's use the iPhone. Okay, is there any question on this aspect? So, apart from that, we are good with lightning, the frame rate. The next thing is your shots need to be stable. So that while you are filming, you don't need to shake the phone so that it will be interesting for the person watching. So that's why you see we have a tripod. We can have, there is one here. I think this should be, we can use it as a tripod or a gimbal stabilizer. So we have different types. It's just, the essence is just for you to have a steady shot so that it will be very interesting for the person watching. And when we come to post-production, the editing part, you have a good place to cut from. And as I was saying about the framing, what is before you, before your objects, then after, they are very important. Like very, very important. You have to what is behind the person before the person. So you have to be very, it mustn't necessarily be a human being, like be a dog or like, let's see, the way these guys are missing cement together. I like to see this mountain together with them. Just to tell the story that, okay, this is beautiful. So I think basically for the shoot, those are the key things you need to know. Your shot needs to be steady, your light source, then the audio. Because there is no video without audio too. You can shoot a very beautiful image without audio, then you have not passed the message. So if you notice, while he was talking, there was a mic to make it clearer for the phone that is recording. So you also think like, or if you don't have mic, you can choose a silent place, like a very quiet place. You can use a car or house to record a voice over. That's what we call voice over. It's just a talk over that now lay it as post production. I think when we come to post production, we are going to that not to just be over it. So, is there any question?